Today is May the 12th, 2021. This is the Service Hero Show, 365 Days of Awesome. Celebrate success through service. My name is Tamara Hunter, and I am your host. This is the show where we share inspiring stories of those inspiring others. So let's do this. I am honored to have one of our reoccurring service heroes, Dr. Roy. Dr. Roy out of India is here with me today because there is an issue, major issue in his country and many others. We've been talking about issues, and this man is making a difference, and he is recognizing people throughout the world that are making a difference in our health and for the opportunity for us to live our lives. That's a huge thing, life. And Dr. Dipankar Roy is an actual doctor, yet he's an artist. He's got a servant's heart. He has served in the Red Cross. He has worked to make a difference. He's been there in time of disaster. He has helped children that have been orphaned to then be growing up in a way that they are going to be contributing to society. And now he is here to share how all of us can be the service heroes that we are inside for his country, for your country, for my country, for the world. So I want to recognize you, Dr. Roy, for being here. I'm grateful. You are. And we're going to get to business here, guys, and we're going to have a strong conversation. We are, yet we're going to do it with heart. And we're going to share how each of you can help make a difference. And I am going to implore all of you to share this show and share it again, and then again, and then again, because we need to now, today, as soon as you watch this, I need you to share it because it's that important. I do want to recognize that we are live on the E360 TV platform. That means something. That means that you can share this out on demand. Let's do it. And so how do you do that? This is how. Welcome, Dr. Roy.
Hi, Tamara.
Hi. I'm grateful you're with us today. What time is it where you are?
It was midnight, 12:37, exactly.
So it's early morning where you are. And
Yeah.
you have been in the digital studio waiting to go live for over an hour, haven't you?
Oh, yeah, because I feel that this is something which is so very important for this world,
Mm-hmm.
and which includes my country too,
Right.
your country too.
All of our countries. It is a global situation. I want to say thank you for being here, Kristen. Thank you for being with us. And please be sharing this with all of our friends, Sending prayers, love, light. Yes, yes, and yes. Right now, India is being particularly hit hard. And in truth, total disclosure, guys, I was going to today I was actually going to have a rerun. And then I was speaking with and heard from Dr. Roy because of the Tour of Love show that he was on. And we shared about, as we do, we shared about frequencies and how we can change the world through love and light. And we can heal through connections, and we can work together to make a difference. And so I was all excited because E360 TV finally got the Tour of Love on our app. And I gave him the link and I said, yay, we're good. And I could tell in his tone that he was grateful, yet deeply, deeply, deeply concerned. I could tell. And so in questioning him, and then in doing some research since, I was all in. We need to go live today. Are you able to join me? He said, yes, of course, I will be there. And in the meantime, truthfully, I have been contacting friend after service hero, after Tour of Love participant, everyone I know that, and asking the same thing. And I'm going to ask all of you right now. We're asking, who do you know? Who do you know that's a decision maker with companies, with organizations, with that have the ability to get items to India or other countries right now that are in a dire situation? And if we don't get to them now, it's going to then be that domino effect where it is going to be outrageous. And so I have to shout out to certain people that not only have we now got people that you're going to be talking with and companies that, who knows, possibly will be able to help. We have donations that are starting to come in for organizations that are currently on the ground. And I want to say thank you to one in particular that I did actually talk to them today. And it is Project Hope. Project Hope has been around since the 1950s. They, you may remember the medical ship back in the day that would go to a country that was having a medical emergency. And they came and they were all hands on deck. And they brought what was needed in that medical boat, that medical ship. They no longer have the ship. Others have medical ships now. Countries have them. However, they have boots on the ground right now. And so we have already donations going to them, which is going to then mean more supplies. We have a message in to the international team so that we can have them talking with this international team, Dr. Roy and his team. There are many, many that are ready and willing and able to help. However, Dr. Roy, your country has quite a few people that are currently at risk. You sent me a messenger and I didn't understand one of the words in it. And you told me that if things didn't change quickly, that there would be some real issues. And the number lit the fire under my butt. Excuse the language, guys, but I said it. It lit a fire in me. And I am hoping it's going to light a fire in you. What was that number that you said?
It's 400,000 people getting infected every day. 400,000.
And how many people
every day?
And how many people, if nothing is done right now, how many billions of people are going to be dying a horrible death?
And when we read the report of Lancet, the medical journal came out that in 2 months' time, we have 1 million of people who will be off from our country. not just our country, from this world.
Right. And that's your country. And then
That is
you
shocking.
you add more and more and more. I was talking then with some of my other friends that are in that general region in different countries and asking how things are going. And some of them asked to remain anonymous because right now there's a lot of tension in the area also. And guys, we're talking our family. The human race is family. We are family. You know, it's like that Pointer Sisters song. We are family. And Dr. Roy, you are the president of an arts council that you are raising funds for the United States and breast cancer. And you're in the middle of this campaign and I'm helping you with it. And yet here you have your own country in your backyard, your next door neighbors, those people in your city that there's not enough masks, there's not enough hand sanitizer. We're back in those days where, I mean, I expect to be hearing that there's a run on toilet paper, and I don't mean to be making it light, but it is the reality. There's so many people in my country, the United States, and I heard you talking about that as I was going in and out of the digital studio, and that is, right now, the United States is at a point where we're feeling kind of comfortable. What is your, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, it is, you know very well that since last 1 year, we were actually, more than a year, we were talking about restoring life within the life within the life.
Right.
And all of a sudden, in last 90 days, in a jiffy, we found that everything reversed, and in no time, we are getting up in the morning and we are finding that we crossed 100,000 people getting infected, then 200,000 people getting infected, then 300,000 people getting infected. And now we have a daily score of close to 400,000 people getting infected. And we have close to 4,000 people leaving this world. Of course, WHO is not very happy with that number even. WHO said that it is more numbers, which it may be the real count is. But what we really see is that we don't have, in true sense, it's a 1.2 billion people's country. We don't have that many number of N95 masks, which we need it immediately because we don't have vaccines.
Right. And I want to recognize this young service hero, Dancing with Cameron. Cameron, I am so happy you're with us. He's a junior service hero, high school age. Cameron, we're talking today about a very serious subject, and I am hoping that you're going to be sharing this with others that are from your school and that you know, and that you can be dancing your way into the hearts of those to help make a difference, because we can make a difference together. And you are always doing that, my friend. You joined the Tour of Love and you made a difference for those that are affected by cancer. Right now, we are looking for junior service heroes. We're looking for our elderly service heroes. We're looking for the four-legged service heroes. We're looking for them all, and we're calling them all, because right now is a time where we can make a difference. And thank you. Yes, everybody does need to wear a mask and stay safe. Thank you, Cameron, for being here. I'm so glad you are. And you just recognized not long ago, Dr. Roy, in a service in a ceremony, a beautiful ceremony, the Captain Sir Thomas More, or Tom Moore Memorial COVID-19 Heroes Award, that beautiful, beautiful medal that is here it is. Here's a up close and personal as much as I can get it. Let me get this, and so you guys can see it better. That's a
Now, you are one of our heroes.
Pardon?
Tamara, you are one of our heroes.
Thank you for that honor. Thank you for that honor, and I don't take it lightly. That's why we're here today, right now. We are going to make a difference in this world. And look at the medal, everyone. I believe it's just absolutely beautiful. You have your International Arts Acts logo that's been put on there beautifully between the Captain Sir Tom Moore name, and then you have, which means something to me because I come from a family of firefighters, and you have the firefighter insignia, you have the medical, or some would say paramedics, medical doctors, you have the police shield there too. And I thought it was very interesting when I was nominated, and I want to thank Dr. Sophie Nubari for nominating me, and I want to thank your organization for honoring me. And I thought it was very interesting to see the security piece of it, the police insignia. And then as I have gotten to know you and really gotten to know some of those that were honored, we talked about that on the Tour of Love too. And that is that right now, the frontline workers, and we need to recognize our grocery store workers, all of those people that in the first wave, as they call it, were recognized, and there's been shout outs, there's been songs, there's been dances. There should be. However, right now, this is real. It's getting huge, and we thought it was huge before. Security is now becoming a huge issue because when people are at a point where they're desperate because their loved ones are dying, or it may be whatever it is, and our society is quote unquote somewhat breaking down, and that is happening in some areas, and I want sensitive ears to be covered here soon. So I'm making a disclosure because we're going to talk about something pretty tough right now that is happening, and we need to be aware of it. And so that we, number one, take care of it, and that we don't let it continue. So sensitive ears, please leave. Yet those that are willing to hear and be educated, please stay. It's even hard to say. And the images I didn't even capture. I don't want to be sharing them on the show. However, we need to talk about it. Bodies are being found in your rivers, aren't they?
Yeah. We also saw that. And it put a shiver in our spine.
And infected bodies in the water source.
Yeah.
And when you think about that, you're a doctor, Dr. Roy. That's dangerous, isn't it?
That's hugely dangerous. That is absolutely hugely dangerous. It is an unpardonable kind of crime in this pandemic or any situation that way, that infected bodies cannot be dumped like that.
No.
And it's flowing down, which in fact traveling down many states. Fortunately today my chief minister of my province the state of West Bengal, the new chief minister has taken a stance of uh, taking measures so that the bodies are out of the water
Mm-hmm.
and cremated properly, medically protected. But I think that by the time it reaches this part of the country, the damage is being hugely done,
Mm-hmm.
which is something which is enormously alarming, and we are shocked.
Yes. Yes. And I want to be respectful in this too, because of the fact that, guys, I understand family traditions. I understand wanting to honor those that have gained their wings and passed. However, we also need to look at protecting those that are here, the family that is here and left grieving. There, it is almost as though we are watching a really hard Hollywood movie to watch, one that you expect someone to come out being the superhero kind of person to save the day, that you have all of these things happening, and then boom, the storyline turns and good prevails. Good can prevail like a storyline, like a Hollywood movie, correct?
Of course, I always feel that the world has always turned the ball on a reverse,
Mm-hmm.
and it has survived. It has survived the Holocaust
Mm-hmm.
long back, we know.
Yes.
So we feel that it is it is definitely going to turn it round.
Mm-hmm.
Your country, America, about 5 months back, 6 months back, your country was having the similar challenge,
Mm-hmm.
and you turned it around. You are struggling still, but you have achieved to a great extent.
Mm-hmm.
Hats off to the new governance, the new policy makers, the new Surgeon General. He is one of our uh, COVID hero
Mm-hmm.
winner,
Yes.
uh,
Yes.
Surgeon
Yes.
Vivek Murthy.
Mm-hmm. He's
And
one
I
of these.
strongly believe that India will also uh, turn its this tide back to its side. I'm just praying that the right thing happens at the right place. We all are struggling very, very hard.
Mm-hmm.
All the forces are on road. In my last interaction with you, I told you that the police forces are on a 24/7 alert
Mm-hmm.
on road.
Mm-hmm.
The medical team is just doing a huge service. Yeah, those are real heroes on road. And in fact, this morning only I was talking to Deputy Commissioner Sudeep Sarkar, then our hero Namroj, and then we have Joint Commissioner Subhankar Sinha Sarkar. It is everyone is trying for it. Only thing is, we need the external support of the
Right.
world to come together,
Mm-hmm.
because India definitely it's part of the world, and the world need to extend its hand to India, because India has also extended its hand.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, there are vaccine doses which was donated to other countries.
Right.
Unfortunately, we didn't stock ourselves, but I'm sure that both the vaccine makers are trying hard to cope up with the situation. But my appeal to all the other vaccine manufacturers of the world that please come forward and do whatever best you can do for India. And we need vaccines very hard because we are a 1.2 billion people country. We need at least 200, uh, what you say, we require 2.4 billion doses. So at least 2 billion doses of vaccine we require. 2 billion doses is not a small number.
No, that it certainly is not. And you recognized a doctor, and when you talked about this and told his story during the ceremony for those that received the medal,
Yeah, Dr. Parmar.
it deeply touched me. And how so many doctors, I mean, doctors are, you're human, you're a human breathing person, and doctors have families. Doctors are at risk as much as anyone else. And there are some doctors that are feeling overwhelmed, throwing up their hands, blocking their door, not showing up. And then there's those that will show up until the day is over and they've seen everybody or touched everybody that needed to be taken care of that day, and will continue to do it the next day. I have a clip here that I'd like to share. And this man is definitely a service hero. He is a COVID hero. He is a Sir Captain Thomas More hero. He is someone I deeply am grateful for, and he's so humble. He's talking about, and as you're listening, you need to listen to his words. And I made the volume a little higher, and so that hopefully you guys will hear his words. But he is saying, and he's sharing where here he is seeing all of this that's happening, and he's taking the time to recognize Dr. Roy for his work in helping with art and how it heals, and bringing attention to breast cancer on a global level. Here he's dealing with a pandemic of unbelievable proportion, and he's showing up, and then he's doing exactly what he does, and that is serving. Let's hear from the doctor right now.
Hello, I'm Dr. Parmar, practicing Mumbai, India. Dr. Dipankar Roy, I really appreciate your unique way of creativity in the field of art, and that too also you are managing to do it at international cadre, international platform. It really deserves loads of appreciation, sir. Now I'm very, very happy and proud to be associated with you and your organization in your campaign in the form of art. Now, when I read about your breast cancer campaign and art combination, I was wondering how you are able to manage to blend your art and in the field of science. Now, this really deserves a special mention on your creativity. You have got that unique knack, and I would really appreciate that, and you need to keep it up, sir. And let me tell you, I am a practicing doctor. I see so many COVID cases in a day. And in this pandemic, you can see that how doctors are getting tired at the end of the day. And I really appreciate and thank from the bottom of my heart that it is just because of you, all artistic people, we are able to relax at the end of the day. I have seen so many patients, we are so much stressed up and tired and everything. But when you all people are so artistic and so creative, that when we take support of you all, we are relaxed at the end of the day. And in the end, I really wish you a very, very successful endeavor in your campaign in the field of art. So thank you.
Such a humble man.
Yeah. Yeah, he is truly, truly humble, you know. I tell you, he must have come out of his PPE suit because Tamara, being in a PPE suit, because you have to be in a PPE suit while you are handling COVID patients.
Right.
And for 8 hours, 9 hours to be in a PPE suit, it's a huge challenge for a human body.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I could actually just push him uh, to art, that something which you might refresh you while you take a break from your COVID challenges of
Mm-hmm.
handling COVID patients.
Mm-hmm.
And you look at art, you practice art, and this might refresh you, your brain, your life. You could feel good.
Mm-hmm.
And what he has expressed is very, very humbly. I feel that uh, it is great that we could bring some difference to this, because I myself can understand that how a medical practitioner in this challenging moment could feel
Mm-hmm.
that when we are not uh, having the support of vaccine, we are not having the support uh, of many things which we need to have our society moving to a greener direction.
Right.
Today, when we see every morning the doctor gets up and sees the number is increasing, uh, fortunately, few part of the country has a declining trend, which is bringing little hope. But certain situations, which are practical situations, when we know that the country is running short of vaccines because we have donated a very large part of vaccines to the world,
Mm-hmm.
and that was a very friendly gesture from our uh, country to
Right.
the neighboring countries and to the other countries who needed it in their uh, time of requirement. But
Mm-hmm.
the irony is that now, when we need it, we don't have. And these doctors, they are running 24 hours, it's
Right.
24/7.
Mm-hmm.
There are many doctors who might not have slept for 72 hours. They could, few days back, I got some pictures which I could, with my salutes to them, I shared on my social media page, that they were sleeping on the benches, some on the top of the benches, some on the ground of the benches inside the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
They are just sleeping for a few hours. They don't know that what time they will get a knock from the paramedics that, sir, please come. We need you for this patient who is getting serious.
Right. Right. So I want to say thank you to those medical frontline, every single person that shows up to make a difference right now. We need to give a huge shout out and our deep appreciation be shared, because they lack of sleep, risk to self and family, on and on, to make a difference for another. That's what Service Heroes Show is all about. It's all about that. Making the small gesture of opening a door if someone has their hands are full, and that door being opened can make a huge difference for that person that needs it at that moment. That might seem small compared to this, but it's not. It's the same principle. That person that had their hands full, well, was unable to help themselves, unable to open the door. Yet a person that was there opening that door was able to turn the knob, open it, hold the door open, keep it open so it didn't slam on them, and then they go on their way. It can be simple, even in the hardest of times. We show up and we help to open the door for those that need it opened. Whatever we can do, we show up and we can make a difference. I do have some people that have shown up and they want to make a difference in the world. A few of my friends. Here are a few that are combined with a song because we can be stronger together. We can actually do this together. Here we
go. Together we are stronger than sadness. Together we are stronger than cancer. Together we are stronger. We are one, we are love, we are hope, we are the ones to change the world with our hearts.
Hi, my name is Caroline Barrison and I come live to you from Toronto, Canada. And today I'd like to send a message out to India. We are stronger together. And I send out my energy and my love and peace to your country. So wherever you are in this world, please find it in your hearts to send out love, peace, and energy. As again, we are all stronger when we are together as one.
We are one, we are love, we are hope, we are the ones to change the world with our hearts.
Sending energy and love from New York to India. Together we are stronger.
Human hope, hearts, hearts, love, love, love. Human hope, hearts, hearts, love, love, love. Human hope, hearts, hearts, love, love, love. Human hope, hearts, hearts, love.
Hi, my name is Regeline Sabat, but I prefer Gigi for short. I'm a first-generation Haitian American, and I am sending my love and energy from Florida to India. And remember, we are truly stronger together.
We are one, we are love, we are hope, we are the ones to change the world with our hearts.
This is Chris from near the Chicago area, sending some love and young energy to India with what they're going through.
We are one, we are love, we are hope, we are the ones to change the world with our hearts. We are the ones to change the world with our hearts.
We can make a difference together. And the frequency of love, you were on the Tour of Love show, and we talked about how if we pull together with our hearts, yes, we are battling a bug, a pandemic, something at a cellular level. However, the frequency, the power, the absolute science. It's science, and it is proven that if we can take that 4-letter word and translate it into that energy and into a movement of let's get this done together. It doesn't matter where the borders are. It doesn't matter what your beliefs are. It doesn't matter if you have money or you don't. It doesn't matter. We are a family. We are a family, a global family, and that we need to be there with love for each other. That simple little word can turn this whole deal around, so that then we take the equation of all the other out. Guys, put your business aside, because truthfully, if we don't start looking and waking up, we're going to have some beautiful buildings with no one in them.
Yep.
And our banks will be full of gold, and there will be no one to withdraw. They will all be in those sensitive ears. Put your hands on them. They will all have been put on those fires. Google it, guys. Google it. Look it up, what they're doing, instead of ceremonially letting these people go in water or any other way. They, as fast as they can, they're having outside of the morgues fire after fire after fire after fire.
Yeah.
We need to bring the love into this equation and take the money out and take the politics out and everything, and find the service heroes inside. Dr. Roy?
Absolutely.
I have another friend that wants to share something. She's a specialist on the East Coast. She has a message.
Hi, my name is Barbara Hopkinson of A Butterfly's Journey, a nonprofit for resilience after loss. I am so sad to see what the people in India and around the world are going through with the pandemic, but especially the crisis in India lately. And I just wanted to share and send my love and energy to those in India and around the world, and incorporate with that the beautiful healing energy of nature, as you can see behind me with the Atlantic Ocean. It's very healing. So please have faith that you will again find hope and resilience, and use things like meditation and journaling and getting out in nature to help you with that. But again, sending my love and energy to India and the world. Please take care, and please be well.
We can find those moments of joy and beauty and art and nature and the ocean, and hug a tree, take your shoes off and feel the sand, feel the dirt, feel the grass, feel whatever it is to revitalize ourselves during this time. And so that we can grab that energy, that moment, like the doctor that I just absolutely adore that shared with us, that he took a moment to say, thank you for the art, the beauty of the art. You could see how when he was talking about it, it revitalized him. It gives him that moment to say, okay, love, shift, energy, let's do this. Okay, now let's face it again. Okay, battle, okay, I got my groove on now, I got my gloves on. Let's battle this thing. And then when we're feeling a little overwhelmed again, take that breath. Look at the ocean. Turn on YouTube. and hear the ocean there. Whatever we need to do, right? Because if we allow ourselves, and that's why I wanted to go live with this show, and I was really careful on how to present this information, because we need to inspire. We have inspiring stories of those inspiring others, and they are out there. You can look at it with the glass half empty or half full. Right now, I'm just happy to find a glass so that we can then get the supplies that are needed for your country, for all the other countries. I was hearing from one of my friends that's in Indonesia, and that right now is a special time for many of those in a special faith. And they're now not going to be able to pray publicly, which is a huge deal given the day. It's a yearly holiday, a tradition, and that's been taken away. There's so many things. So you can either look at it from that glass half full or half empty. And I choose to look at it with the eyes of love. What say you, Dr. Roy?
Yeah, absolutely. I need to say thank you, Barbara. That message is absolutely touching. And from billions of Indians, we will like to say thank you to you that you have etched such a touchy message from the shore of Atlantic. Mm-hmm. And we really look forward to the day when Indians will fly down back to Atlantic, touch the water, mm-hmm. and say, hey, the world, you are so beautiful.
Yes. Yeah.
And you are very right, Tamara, that we need to inspire ourselves, however little scope of inspiration that we have through YouTube or through your channel, through your love, the
tour of love. Yes.
The tour of love coaches, mm-hmm. the journeys, through our art campaigns. Mm-hmm. But we have so much to do now in India. We hardly have any seconds in our hand.
Right.
We need to really move, right. to push our service to the people who needs it the most, mm-hmm. in all way, in materialistic way, in the intellectual way, in the psychological way, whatever way we could inspire, we need to inspire. And I was really looking forward to this show of yours, because I tell you, millions of Indians are also watching. In fact, since we started interacting about 30 days back, how ironical it is, Tamara. Last 15th of April, we were celebrating with our first phase COVID hero ceremony with Captain Sir Thomas More, Medallion of Honor being parked on your chest. Yeah. Each of you, the heroes of the first phase of the world of COVID-19. But we turned back and we were hit hard in India, the hardest, with this second and third wave. In fact, right now we are trying to cope up with the second wave. Third wave we are expecting by September, maybe, people are predicting. And yes, we know hope is the only four-lettered word which we will be parking on our chest. Yes. And we will move forward to take this challenge straight. In fact, just the day before, yesterday morning, I had a small session with a couple of Indian housewives, and corporate chief with a colleague, a German teacher of my friend who has converted in last 1 year, been a qualified artist actually, Oksana Stephen. We had told these ladies that hold your home, practice art, and draw heart. And you know, Tamara, each of them have drawn heart in those 30 minutes. And the heart was actually bright. The color they used was bright, not dark.
I love
So that
Yes.
gives so much of hope. That gives so
Yes.
much of hope.
Yes, and we need that. Guys, I want you to think, what can you be doing to help this situation? Be realistic, and it might push you a bit. However, we all need to get out of our comfort zone. I have only a small part of a longer clip, and no name associated with it, but came through reputable sources. And this is one just common person, how it feels right now. And so I want you to be listening with your ears, but also with your heart. And then we need to act together today, this moment, and do something.
Are you safe? Are your family safe from COVID? Because I'm not. My family is not. Our entire country is not. We are the ones who are suffering on the roads. We are the ones who are dying on the roads. We are gasping for breath. There's no oxygen. There's no ventilators available. There's no ICU beds available for our loved ones.
In this clip, he goes on and paints some really tough pictures to hear. I want you all to think, if my family member needed oxygen, where you may be right now, because we have people from all over the world that watch this show, where you are right now, depending on what that answer is, you may say, oh yeah, I could get some oxygen. Or it may be that that is the most precious thing and can make the difference for a loved one, a child, your spouse, your parent, to make it another day. Right now, we have a crisis at hand, and we need to do something about it. There are organizations that are there, but you know, until the frequency of love becomes the currency of love, actual buying items, we need funding. We need donations. There's projecthope.org is one that, as far as I could tell, I'm not endorsing like complete, but it's one in the few hours I had to prepare that I felt comfortable with, and now we have people donating to. However, I know that there's businesses out there, and there's business owners, and there's people that know a business owner. There's 6 degrees of separation. Let's put our thinking caps on, guys. And who do you know that has a huge ship? And who do you know that has the products? Or who do you know that has the plane? Who do you know that's around the corner? Who do you know that we can get these items today, tomorrow, tonight, immediately to people? Because how would you feel going to a hospital room and seeing your precious child next to 2 other children in a small twin bed that's dirty, and there's no way of helping them because there's no supplies? They've been doing this as well as they can for you. All of us have been, but India's been particularly hard hit? And are you aware that they make a lot of the vaccine and then it's shipped out of their country? So we have an intelligent, hardworking society that is saving the world yet cannot save themselves because they are sending it away. I believe we need to play fair and we need to give back. So who is with me? Who is going to show up? And don't just say it, do it. I don't want to even hear. I want you to just get your phone out. I want you to get your wallet out. I want you to do whatever you need to do to be the service hero you are inside, so that father, that son, that husband, that man who feels as though he's just been left alone and that there's no one listening, no one's caring, that he can't get it. He can't get the help. Yeah, he can. Because we're his family. And we need to show up. Okay, I'm off my soapbox now. But, this is really important, Dr. Roy. We can make a difference, can't we?
Absolutely. Absolutely. The world has always been together, and it is one world, what you just beautifully narrated in your song. It's one world, and I'm sure India has always been a part of this world, this beautiful world.
Absolutely.
And this world will never keep quiet looking at the COVID-19 destroying our hope.
Mm-mm.
No, we are going to hit it back with our spirit high, hope high, and we are going to win.
Yes. Yes, we are. We are. So now, no waiting. Let's do something. I was going to put the show on reruns. I have things going on, huge things we all do in life. Yet I put everything else on hold and said, no, we're not going on to a rerun today. We are going live, and Dr. Roy, join me. Let's do this. And we are here to make a difference today. So let's do this together, guys, because we can share the humor, hope, heart hugs, and a whole lot of love, making a difference, and looking back at some point and saying, yeah, that COVID thought they were going to get us. No, we're stronger together. We're stronger together. And we are one. We are one family. All right. With that, Service Hero Show for today is now, we made the case. Now it's up to you, Service Hero, to be the service hero you are inside, and let's find a way to win together. All right. Thank you, Dr. Roy, as always, for joining me today. We will do this.
Thank you, Tamara. Thanks a ton.
All right.
And looking forward, looking ahead.
Looking ahead. Bye, everyone.